December 30th, 9:41 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5.
Good morning, Max.
Oh yeah. Good morning, sweeties. Don't seem like your usual sparkling self. I'm always like this before I go on in front of an audience, walking up to it.
Teehee. Don't be nervous, Maxie. You have a glass of milk. Regina!
How fabulous, my sweetie pie princess. You came to watch my performance?
Of course I did. Yay! Mo told me that I should come and watch this.
Mo said,
so what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess. You'll fly at the end?
It's not that kind of show. So that like my sweeties.
What?
I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on. Or she is.
Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later today. I'm just a member of the audience.
But fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there.
Good luck, Max. You're the best. Regina's different, don't you think?
Top of the morning to ya! Everyone gets stuck in legal limbo. How low can you go?
Mo?
Top of the morning to ya, governor.
Top of the morning.
That's the ticket, attacking the day with energy in the morning. Early bird gets the worm, but then again, worms like brain function. Here, Max, I bought you a present. Have some milk.
Oh my, thanks.
So how are you today, right?
Well, I've got the feeling today I'm gonna face against the real culprit.
You mean Aklo?
Huh? You think he did it?
Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line, literally. He's got the guts to spare.
If all I've got is to worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. It just means that I won't be able to press him like he can other witnesses.
What are you going to do then, Nick?
I guess today we're just gonna have to do without our usual psychological warfare and trip him. And we'll rely on evidence to do the tripping. It's the only way we get past Aqua to find the truth.
You're right, but it's going to be true.
Anyway, I wanted to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father.
What, you want us to make sure Regina watches?
Yes, that's why I brought her here to court today.
What's that supposed to mean?
She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. I may be old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars.
Now that's just cynical. As long as you're not hurting anybody, you can believe whatever the fuck you want to, and whatever afterlife you believe in. Not my Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Miss Von Karma, you may proceed with your case.
The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events.
What's the meaning of this?
We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say, new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime.
Order! Order! I had a feeling something like this would come up. And I have a special present for this witness if they have lied.
Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. an explanation the prosecution will present, if the need so arises. In fact, my detective said stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene on my orders.
Poor Gumshoe. He does all the work. He doesn't get enough pay to do it. Okay, time to get to work. Time to walk the courtroom time. How? Oh, you.
Name and occupation.
Ken Dingling. Everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as acrobat at Very Big Circus.
Where were you the night of the crime?
I was in room that night.
If you look at this map, you will see the witness's room is near the crime scene.
My room is on 3rd floor. The crime scene is below window.
The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed?
Okay. It was after 10 p.m. I was resting in bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump from outside window. A few moments later, saw someone flying right out the window. It was Max Galactica. Only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought it was dreaming. People don't fly.
This witness's testimony matches up exactly with the hat of the clown. If that's the case, there's very little the prosecution need add. All that is to explain is how the defendant disappeared into the night that night.
Before we go ahead any further, I need to cross-examine this witness.
A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool, like a claptrap unit. A man must know the proper timing of things, Wright. Just like your old friend, Edgeworth did.
Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witnesses? You know, the words of Miss Von Karma. May I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened. Very well. You may proceed with your cross-examination. What I witnessed. Okay. You sure it was Max? That's true. I was going to bed after all. So the lights were off. You are still able to clearly see a human fly by your window. Safety light. It's lit things up enough for me to see. Honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside window. It was the person's back, so I wouldn't see the light roses from on the front.
Did you see any of the symbols?
They saw the sick cat, as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. My best. That's the results I seem to get.
I smell a contradiction. silk. If there's a contradiction, then provide it with evidence.
She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction?
A very obvious one.
Everyone, remember the silk cat that I pulled out of thin air? You claim you have seen the same exact thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that? What you mean? The silk cat? What about the silk cat? I saw it on Mac's head as he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night. That would be quite difficult considering the state me in. Just looking outside of a window was tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame because you would have noticed the silk cat found at the scene. That ringmaster hat, right? Nope. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk cat. What are you going to do with this? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has 2 silk hats? No, this is a handmade, one-of-kind model made only for Maximum Galactica, which means, Zacro, there's no way you saw that, and you're fitting on the stand in your wheelchair. Order, order!
As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick?
Well, I opened my mouth and now I have to back it up. How about it, Mr. Wright? What do you is that? Witness to perjury? Are you on that?
Acro is the real culprit.
Your Honor, the defense accuses Acro himself.
On this occasion...
Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Barrett. Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. In fact, more serious than a person that's suffering a heart attack and a stroke at the same time.
I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab at an audience's hearts and minds. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book.
Really? He's been right on most of the cases so far. Takes him a little while, but he's good at it.
If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to be almost scary.
I know kill. Please take the line to that. Mr. Dingling, do you have any response to the defense's accusation? I no really need to say anything, really. What do you mean? Everyone take a good look at me. Can't even stand up by himself, let alone lodging house. That's true. Understand, Mr. Wright is trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of murder, of all things.
See, even the sliver of common sense makes it clear this that the accusation is ludicrous.
Yeah, but there was no footprints. She's right. Why didn't take either disabled? Do you heartless school?
Phoenix is a poopy head. See that, Mr. See that, Wright? If you're trying to drum up support for the peanut gallery. That's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. I've got a doctor's note to do. That Doc was unable to stand on his own power. Maybe the defense is planning to make the claim to counter this as well. I can hear the defense now. Echo had an accomplice. What do you say about... Did Echo have an accomplice? Of course he didn't. He didn't need it, or... Now then, this must be when you hear the... At this time, Von Karma. What? He didn't need one. You're not going to sucker me into this one. What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright? There was no accomplice. Echo planned and committed the murder all by himself. Order? Order? What the? What are you getting at? Way to keep them on their toes, Nick. I'm going to have to prove it all fits together. I have to show Echo murdered murdered hairdresser. Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that? I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed. Alright, let's do it. Alright, if the witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right? Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. Where exactly is Mr. Dingling? Obviously, he was in the 3rd floor room, which is right here. That's Echo's! It's pretty simple, eh? Echo wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there can only be one correct answer. Who didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. What are you... That's alright! What say you, Mr. Dingling? Me no kill. Me have no way. Interesting theory. That's it. Considering what you proposed, impossible. That's it. I'll have to pull out evidence out my ass then. It's gonna be a big load. Yes, Honor. As witness stated, your assertion is impossible. He is in a wheelchair. There's no way he could go to the, be the killer. You have a point. You seem to have forgotten once again, Alright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true. But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly. Do you mind if I ask a question? What is it? I understand some your logic. However, how you think I killed him? I can't leave the room. Obviously, couldn't wear Max's costume. That's the next question. Be careful, Max, if you mess up here. She's right, I can't mess up here. Give this some serious. Chaco killed the master. He did it while he was in his room, no doubt about it. Present evidence. I'll present evidence. So what did Mr. Dingling use to commit the murder of the crime of murder against Russell Berry? What's that? A picture? Indeed. The problem is that it's shown the item that's shown in the picture, Your Honor. The bust? It's quite a large bust.
it's a rather large bust, and become as its life size. It's quite a large bust, and because it's life size, it's also very, very heavy.
Heavy?
Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death, especially if it was dropped from a third-story window.
No!
See, this is how Acro was able to kill the Ringmaster. With the force of gravity and Maximilian Galactica's ample bust. I'll have to admit, he hides it quite well. Order! So you're saying that the bust fell onto the Ringmaster? A rather simple climb. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy.
How could you possibly
Wheel a wheelchair
with something so heavy? It's impossible.
Well, Akko's an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like that bust. Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges? Well,
Echo's at a loss for words.
he should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth. well, Akko, can't run from the truth. Ow! Stop with the whipping!
I'd say I'd watch what I'd say if I were you, Wright.
What?
Your Honor, the physical health of the witnesses is material to this case. I demand you get a proper testimony from the witness himself.
Interesting. There's obviously no need to fix it.
The defense has its version of the murder, and the prosecution has the right to respond.
The defense's objection is overruled. Why can't he see the things my way once in a while? Mr. Digling, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony.
The witness will have no problems, however, let's all be respectful towards him.
Thanks. Oh, that one will sink you any low to win a case. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have strong upper body from working as acrobat, only legs injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. Only things that makes it impossible for me to know the location of Ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on it. Don't you think? I have no doubts in regards to the witness's testimony.
It was impossible for him to lift the bust and stick it himself out far enough to look. Not to mention, he could not have known the location of the Ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries.
That's what I was thinking. What is your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright? Still like to proceed with my cross-examination?
He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really.
I can't let it get to me. I had to focus. I think we could figure this out.
In fact, I think we have a photo we could use. That on a box. Impossible, you say? What you driving, Mr. Wright? You already know ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I might add. Your silly hinting at things is pointless, alright? That's stalling. How about show us some evidence? But I did such a good job hinting. Yes, Mr. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright. May you take a look at this? There's a box. The wooden box in this photo. The same wooden box that was found under, that the victim was hunched over. The same one, I tell you. The question is, who placed the wooden box here? Here? When Ben and the company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding a box, which means that the wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime. I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense. The moment the box came falling down was exactly the same moment the ringmaster lifted up the wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear. You mean if the bus were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box, there would be no way that it could miss the head of the victim. Oh no! Order! This is unbelievable! Finally, some of the loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. So the next question I have is, who placed the box at the scene of... It was Mr. Digby. He connected to the rope, and all he had to do is lower it down. Ow! Allow me to whip some sense. Alright. Ow! The ringmaster's head couldn't have been anywhere when he lifted that box. That's why the box was so specially made. Indeed, it had the most peculiar feature. The box was remarkable. It has a remarkable weight. According to the court record, it weighs 20 pounds. Just to lift up that wooden box, it would have required... Oh, I see! One would have to squat down and lift it up with their body, did you say? That's exactly what I was pointing out. The box is also... The box has also carrying handles on each side, doesn't it? That is correct. To lift up the box, you would have to squat down. Which means, no matter what you do, your head will be in approximately the same place. Oh! I heard what you said. Must admit, pretty shocked. Your imagination.
You do it? Did you place this wooden box in the plaza? Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but could not have done what he's proposing. What? Mr. Wright, do you require the location of Max's bus? Yeah, I remember. Is it covered? What happened to it? Like you remember, one impacted it. In fact, Mr. Wright could not have possibly leave the lodging house myself.
Ah, that means...
You understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop bust from room. However, how would I have gotten the bust from cafeteria to room?
I know exactly how. You see, Wright, explain that. Don't forget you said there's no accomplice.
There was no human once. He has a pet that likes to steal things. Alright, Mr. Wright. Let's see your explanation. How did the witness get to the bus to the cafeteria? Back to his room. The monkey. The monkey? Everyone knows money. He loves shiny objects of any size. Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist's ring? So are you saying the witness had a monkey steal the bust? Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. That monkey stole it on his own and then brought it back home. Shit. Home? Money lives in Acro's room. Acro's room?
But the bust was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny.
Maybe you should put the whip down in sometimes and read the court record. Those aren't some very nice cards he's holding, isn't he? They were made of platinum, which is very shiny.
Quack!
Acro. I believe you said shit. No, I no say shit. Money is strong money, alright? It's easy. It'd be easy for him to bring that bust home to you, back to you. If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on market for a new grooming. Order, order! I said order, Miss Von Karma. Where is the bust in the question of this moment?
I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak.
This is rather strange turn of events. But let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bust. What would have happened then? Well, in that case, something else would have been used as a murder weapon. Wait. See the bust was a murder weapon early by accident? It's possible. Maybe Akko saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyway, I think we've more than proven that one quite certain fact. Namely, that it was entirely possible that the murderer, that Akko was the murderer.
No! No, not again!
Mr. Wright, argument was circular, but I'm still a bit dizzy. However, this argument does hold water. There's no denying that. Ow!
Don't be bamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney.
Fraud?
You've forgotten the most important thing here, right?
And what's that?
You should know, my wit,
that your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene. That's true. How do you respond?
Nick, don't let her beat you down.
I won't. That's
Another card.
actually one. The victim.
She saw. You see, Mo saw the the bus. Objection! En contraire, mon frère. It does indeed have something to do with the question. Mo said that he saw Max's silhouette. But he did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. How is this possible? Simple, really. What Mo actually saw that night was Max's bust. What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? That silhouette he saw was wearing a cloak. The cloak landed on. There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to the bust. It would be easy for it to hang off one of the cards to the bust's hand. Idiot! Why wouldn't their right mind would put a cloak? No matter who put it on the bust. Wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? That's the question of the utmost importance to the case. Don't you agree? No, he caught me. So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? Well then, there's only one option. It was Russell Berry! You're saying it was the victim himself, Russell Berry? That's what I'm saying. You meant the victim himself placed the cloak on the bust? That's not the right phrase. Blame yourself. Nick, do you really have a handle on this? Fine, Maya. I'm putting the other pieces together. There's really only one picture I can paint anyways. Alright! So you want to know what really happened that night? Let's step back in time. Akko used the rope to lower the wooden box to the sea. Then he attached that rope to the bust. He moved the bust off above the wooden box. At the same time, the master told Max to wait in his room as he went to the scene of the crime scene. Of course, at the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. But as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house. By none other than the ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trilo! When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to the wooden box. And that's when Akko took his chance and released the rope. Now, this is when the magic happens. In the very instant, the bust hit the victim. Wait a second there, Wright. As much as you try, as much as you seem, this isn't true. It can't be. It's still a little early to be getting so upset, Miss Von Karma, Fraulein. This circus ain't over yet. Whoa. What? The impact of the bust on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged on the bust. The impact was also a certain sound a certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look. That's when was the clown. When Mo looked out the window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Now, Having completed the climb, Akko naturally went about pulling the metal weapon. Of course, he had no idea Mo saw the bust being grazed with a cloak dangling on it. Primarily, in his wheelchair, he couldn't see out the window. So he just kept pulling the bust up. And that is how the magical murder disappeared into the sky came to be.
No!
What? So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off was Akko himself. Could have only been you. Shit. Akko's really been playing mind games with us, all of us. Sure has, but he's come to the end of his rope now.
So?
What now?
You've placed us with a rather long-winded tale.
But do you have any evidence to prove this fairy tale is true? Evidence?
In this court, only two things matter. The power of evidence and the power of my whip. And the recording power of the YouTuber. In the next video, we'll find out.